Tear Institute. Have you ever felt that something was wrong, but you could not explain why?
I have. My mind was busy, and I could not fully relax.
There is one useful English word for that uncomfortable feeling.
Is that word anxious?
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Tear Institute podcast.
Today, we are learning what the word anxious means.
We will use easy English in simple daily life situations.
That helps, because this word can sound a little difficult.
By the end, you will know 3 useful sentences.
Can we hear the first one now?
Of course. The first sentence is, I feel anxious.
I feel anxious.
You can use this when you feel worried, uneasy, or unable to relax.
So I may feel that something is not quite right.
That is the idea.
Do I always need to know the exact reason?
No. Sometimes you know the reason, and sometimes you do not.
That makes the word useful in many situations.
It does, but we should use it carefully.
Because people can experience this feeling in different ways.
Right. One person may feel very uneasy, while another person may only feel a little uncomfortable.
So the word describes a feeling, but not one exact experience.
Let's imagine that you are waiting for an important message.
Maybe it is a message about a job, a test, or a family plan.
You check your phone, but there is still no message.
Then I put my phone down.
And what happens 10 seconds later?
I pick it up and check again.
You may start thinking about the same thing again and again.
I may think, why is the message late?
Then you may think, did something go wrong?
And maybe I cannot focus on anything else.
In that moment, you could say, I feel anxious.
I feel anxious.
The word anxious often describes an uncomfortable feeling about something that may happen.
It is not a comfortable or relaxed feeling.
Exactly. Relaxed means calm and comfortable.
When I am relaxed, my mind does not feel so busy.
That is a simple way to understand it.
And uneasy is another useful word here.
Yes, uneasy means that you do not feel fully comfortable or calm.
I may not be in danger, but something feels wrong.
That is a good daily life meaning of uneasy.
So anxious can include an uneasy feeling.
It can. It may also include worried thoughts.
Are anxious and worried always exactly the same?
Not always, but we will not compare them deeply today.
Because that needs its own episode.
It does. For now, remember that worried can help us explain anxious.
If I feel anxious, I may be thinking about a problem or something uncertain.
That is enough for today's meaning.
What does uncertain mean?
It means you do not know what will happen.
Waiting for news is a good example.
It is. You do not know whether the news will be good, bad, or simply late.
The waiting itself can make a person feel anxious.
That sounds natural and clear. Let's enter our first mini situation.
I am waiting for an important message from someone.
Your phone is on the table, but it has been quiet for an hour.
I keep looking at my phone.
Are you expecting something important?
Yes, I am waiting for a message about tomorrow.
How are you feeling?
I feel anxious.
Do you know why?
I think it is because I do not know what the message will say.
That makes sense.
I am trying to do other things, but I keep thinking about it.
Waiting can feel difficult when the answer matters to you.
I just want the message to arrive.
I understand. Let's put the phone down for a moment.
All right, I will try.
That was a simple, realistic use of the sentence.
I did not need a long explanation.
Right. You simply said, I feel anxious.
I feel anxious.
That sentence tells another person that you do not feel comfortable or relaxed.
Then I can explain the reason, but I do not have to.
Exactly. The short sentence can stand alone.
Could I say it when I am waiting for test results?
You could, but medical situations may feel very personal.
So the sentence is possible, but the experience may be different for each person.
That is an important point.
What about waiting for a friend who is late?
You may feel anxious if you think something may be wrong.
Especially when they are usually on time.
Right. The change may make you feel uneasy.
I may check the time and read our last message again.
That is another natural example.
I am starting to understand the word through the situations.
Now let's learn the second sentence.
Does this sentence include the reason?
It tells us what the anxious feeling is connected to. The sentence is, I feel anxious about tomorrow.
I feel anxious about tomorrow.
The word about connects the feeling to a topic or situation.
Tomorrow is the thing on my mind.
Right.
Maybe I have to start a new job tomorrow.
That is a very natural example.
I may think about the new office, the new people, and the new work.
You may wonder where to go or what to say.
I may also wonder whether I will do everything correctly.
Those thoughts can make it difficult to relax.
Then I can say, I feel anxious about tomorrow.
That sentence is clear and complete.
Can I change the last word?
You can change the reason, but keep today's practice simple.
So I could say, I feel anxious about the meeting.
That works.
Or, I feel anxious about the news.
That works too.
The pattern is short enough to remember.
It is. You say, I feel anxious about, and then add the reason.
But sometimes I may not have a clear reason.
Then the first sentence is enough.
I feel anxious.
And when you know the reason, you can use the second sentence.
I feel anxious about tomorrow.
Notice that we say anxious about something.
The word about helps me connect the feeling and the reason.
That is a helpful summary.
The word reason is important today too.
A reason explains why something happens or why someone feels a certain way.
Starting a new job can be the reason I feel anxious.
Exactly.
But I may have more than one reason.
That can happen. Feelings are not always simple.
I may be thinking about the work, the people, and the new place.
For some people, many small worries may come together.
So one short sentence can describe a complicated moment.
It can. And that is why the word is useful. Let's try our second mini situation.
This time, I am starting a new job tomorrow.
You have prepared your clothes and checked the address.
Everything is ready, but I still do not feel relaxed.
What is on your mind?
I keep thinking about my first day.
Are you happy about the new job?
I am happy about it, but I also feel uneasy.
Which word could describe that uneasy feeling?
Maybe I feel anxious.
That sounds right.
I feel anxious about tomorrow.
What is making you feel that way?
I do not know my new coworkers yet.
That is understandable.
I also do not know exactly what my first day will be like.
New situations can sometimes feel uncertain.
I think that is the word I needed.
Which word?
Anxious. I am interested in the new job, but I cannot fully relax.
You used the word naturally.
That situation feels very real to me.
Many people may feel something similar before a new experience.
But not everyone feels it in the same way.
Correct. One person may think about the situation often.
Another person may only feel a small, uneasy feeling.
Someone else may feel calm and ready.
All of those experiences are possible.
That is why we use words like may, can, and sometimes.
We are describing possible experiences, not making a rule about everyone.
Exactly.
Could I feel anxious and still do the new job well?
Of course. Feeling anxious does not tell us whether you will succeed or fail.
It only describes how I feel in that moment.
That is an important distinction.
A feeling is not a prediction.
I like that summary. Let's look at another common situation.
Speaking English with a stranger?
Yes, imagine that someone asks you a simple question in English.
I understand the question, but my mind suddenly feels busy.
You may start thinking, what if I use the wrong word?
Or, what if I do not understand the answer?
Those thoughts can make the conversation feel harder.
I may know the English, but I cannot relax enough to use it.
In that moment, you could say, I feel anxious.
I could also tell a friend, I feel anxious about speaking English.
That is a natural use of the pattern.
The sentence explains the situation without a long story.
Right. It may also help another person understand why you need a moment.
Sometimes I speak too quickly when I feel uneasy.
Another person may become very quiet.
So anxious does not create one single reaction.
Correct. Different people may react differently.
What about feeling uneasy without knowing why?
That can also happen.
Maybe everything looks normal, but I still do not feel relaxed.
You check your plans, your phone, and your surroundings.
But I cannot find one clear reason.
You could still say, I feel anxious.
Then someone may ask whether I know why.
And you could say, I'm not sure.
That sounds honest and simple.
You do not need to invent a reason.
Sometimes the feeling comes before the explanation.
That can be true for some people.
Is it okay to say, I feel a little anxious?
That is natural, but we are keeping our main practice to 3 sentences today.
So I can hear other natural English without trying to memorize everything.
Exactly. The 3 main sentences are enough.
That makes this episode feel easier to follow.
Let's continue with the 3rd sentence. The 3rd sentence is, this situation is making me anxious.
This situation is making me anxious.
We use this when a situation is causing the uncomfortable feeling.
So the focus is on what is happening around me.
Right.
Can we use the waiting example again?
Imagine that you are waiting for important news, and no one can tell you when it will arrive.
The waiting continues, and I keep thinking about it.
You may say, this situation is making me anxious.
This situation is making me anxious.
The sentence tells us that the situation is affecting how you feel.
It does not mean the situation is dangerous.
Correct. It simply means the situation is causing an anxious feeling.
Could a difficult conversation make someone anxious?
It can. For example, you may need to talk about a problem at work.
I may think about the conversation all morning.
Then you might say, this situation is making me anxious.
That sounds more direct than explaining every thought.
It is useful when the other person already knows the situation.
What if they do not know the situation?
Then you may explain it first.
For example, I am waiting for important news.
Then you can add, this situation is making me anxious.
The 2 sentences create a clear picture.
They do.
Does the word making mean someone is forcing me?
Not here. In this sentence, making me anxious means causing me to feel anxious.
The situation causes the feeling.
Exactly.
A delayed message can make me anxious.
A new job can make someone anxious.
Speaking to a stranger can make another person anxious.
And waiting for news may make someone anxious.
The examples are different, but the main meaning stays the same.
Anxious describes an uncomfortable, worried, or uneasy feeling.
The person may find it difficult to relax.
They may also think about the same concern many times.
But that does not happen to every person in exactly the same way.
Correct. We should never describe everyone with one fixed rule.
I want to check something important.
Go ahead.
If someone says, I feel anxious, does that mean they have a mental health disorder?
No, that sentence alone is not a diagnosis.
It only tells us about the feeling they are experiencing.
Right. People can feel anxious in normal daily life situations.
Like before a new job or while waiting for important news.
Exactly. Feeling anxious sometimes does not automatically mean someone has an anxiety disorder.
We should not diagnose a person from one word or one moment.
That is very important.
And we should not tell them that their feeling is not real.
Right. We can listen without making a diagnosis.
We might say, I understand, or that sounds difficult.
Those are supportive responses.
What if the feeling is very strong or happens often?
If it is severe, happens often, or interferes with daily life, talking with a doctor or an appropriate professional may help.
That is not a diagnosis or a treatment plan.
Correct. It is simply a suggestion to speak with someone qualified.
That keeps the language careful and respectful.
Let's return to the everyday meaning.
Anxious means I feel uneasy, worried, or unable to fully relax.
Good summary.
And the reason may be clear, or it may not be clear.
Exactly.
I may feel anxious while waiting for a message.
You may feel anxious about tomorrow.
A difficult situation may be making me anxious.
Those examples show the word in natural daily English.
I also notice that anxious is not always about something happening now.
That is true. It can be connected to the future.
I may think about tomorrow before tomorrow arrives.
Exactly.
My mind is already visiting the future.
That is one simple way to describe it.
Then I may find it difficult to enjoy what I am doing now.
That may happen for some people.
I understand why careful words matter here.
Feelings can be personal, so careful language is respectful. Now it is time for a short speaking practice.
We will practice only the 3 important sentences.
Listen first, and then say the sentence aloud.
I am ready.
I feel anxious.
I feel anxious.
Use that sentence when you want to name the feeling simply.
I do not need to explain the reason yet.
Right. Now say, I feel anxious about tomorrow.
I feel anxious about tomorrow.
This sentence connects the feeling to tomorrow.
I could change tomorrow to my own reason later.
Exactly. Now say, this situation is making me anxious.
This situation is making me anxious.
That sentence shows that the situation is causing the feeling.
3 sentences are enough for one episode.
They are short, useful, and easy to change.
Can we practice choosing the right sentence?
Let's do 3 quick examples.
I will listen and choose.
You feel uneasy, but you do not know the exact reason.
I feel anxious.
You are thinking about your first day at work tomorrow.
I feel anxious about tomorrow.
You have been waiting for important news all day.
This situation is making me anxious.
That was clear.
Each sentence has a slightly different job.
The first names the feeling.
The second adds the reason.
And the third shows that a situation is causing the feeling.
That is the full lesson in 3 simple ideas.
Here is today's small practice challenge.
What should our listeners do?
Complete this sentence with your own reason. I feel anxious about.
I feel anxious about my first day at a new job.
That is one example.
A listener could choose tomorrow, a meeting, a message, or another real reason.
Keep it personal, simple, and honest.
My takeaway is that anxious names an uneasy feeling.
And it does not automatically mean a diagnosis.
I like that this word can help someone explain a difficult moment.
I do too. Sometimes one clear word makes a feeling easier to communicate.
That feels like a useful place to stop today.
Take care of yourself, and remember the 3 simple sentences.
We will hear you again in the next episode.
Thanks for listening to our podcast. See you next time. Bye-bye.